Happy morning, my beautiful busset babies. Let me start this reading off by saying I love you, because people don't hear that enough. And I like to show love and reciprocate energy. And even if you're not sending me love, I'm sending you love because you deserve it. Even if you don't feel like you do, even if you don't know you do. You deserve love. Everybody does. It's a basic human need, and it's okay to need to be loved. And if you are here watching this video, listening to the sound of my voice, there is somebody in this world who cares about you. And I don't need to know who you are. I don't need to know your name. I don't need to know your story. I choose to lead in love, and I would like to send love and healing and high vibrational energy to all of you. And with that being said, we're about to talk about some beef. You guys, so I said that Drake in my last video was not going to respond, and he did. Even though I wasn't wrong about shit else I said, because everybody's talking about Millie Bobby Brown and his inappropriate relationship with young girls. I told y'all. Now, I will say, I stand by the fact that Drake, he didn't want to respond. It's almost like he had to because of, the whole world was watching. And he couldn't afford to not respond and be called a punk and all that other stuff and lose his title. He has to fight back. But I did see that Drake had writers on his disc, and I don't know if that's true, but that's what I saw on the blog. So therefore, he couldn't really. He needed help responding to all those allegations, and that's not my personal opinion. That's just based on the fact that he could have possibly had writers. I still feel like Drake didn't want this because he didn't want what Kendrick said about inappropriate girls to be brought out. He didn't want that because there were old rumors that people have forgotten or looked past, and now they're digging into them. So somebody asked me to do a reading on Kendrick Lamar. I'm going to do Kendrick Lamar, y'all. So I'm sorry if I sound winded. I'm not sure why I'm so tired today. I do know why. I didn't sleep last night. I don't sleep much since my career life has changed. So has my work life, home life balance, and I'm still trying to work that out. So let me float over to my hands, and then we're going to take a look at this beef from Kendrick's perspective. I may revisit Drake, and I'm absolutely going to do a reading today on Brian McKnight, because I was watching a video. I was watching one of Tasha K's videos over the weekend while I was working. And she was talking about Brian McKnight, and as soon as he was mentioned, my spirit said, read him, girl. We have things to say. So I will. So we're going to start with Kendrick Lamar. See what happens. See what comes out. I'm not even going to start with the Oracle card because we're past that. So Kendrick Lamar, K-Dot. Kendrick Lamar, Most High Mother and Father God, please allow me to speak to the soul and the spirit of Kendrick Lamar. I ask nicely that Kendrick reveal his truth to me and keep nothing hidden from me, nothing at all, lest I bring my guard spirits in here to compel you to speak. This ain't Drake. This ain't the industry. This Big Dina. And when you come up in here, speak your truth. I ain't never read you before, so I'm just giving you the rules right now. All right, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick. Kendrick Lamar. I can hear his voice. I can hear him saying stuff, maybe rapping, talking. Kendrick, speak loud. He said that fuck nigga going down. That's what I heard in my mind. So Kendrick, talk to me about this beef that you got going on with Drake. I want to know it from its roots. Not from what the public sees, but from the roots. I want to know it from your soul's perspective. This reading is for entertainment purposes. I'm talking to my imaginary friends, so I am clinically insane, you guys. I'm not clinically, I haven't been diagnosed, but call it what you want so that you don't take anything I say as fact. This is all based on spiritual insight. Kendrick Lamar, talk to me about Drake and the inception of this beef, the inception of this rap beef. Kendrick's telling me that I gotta clear my mind. My mind is making me tired. And if Kendrick is a Gemini, that makes sense, child. Wheel of Fortune is in his present position. Kendrick is feeling really good about this beef and the way it's turned out. He feels like he has the support of the world, pretty much. All four corners of the world, he feels like, are supporting him. Drake's fans, he feels like, can't even deny that he riding the shit out of this beef. And for some reason, he feels like this is changing things in his favor. Challenging Kendrick is the Six of Wands. I'll come back. Methinks that with all the success that he's had in this beef, because he's dropped how many songs? 1, 2, 3, 4. He might have another 1 or 2 lined up. Now this could be challenging him because he don't want to have to drop another one. This could also be challenging him because with all this attention and success in changing the tides for Drake, he knows that Drake will try to come back and ruin him. So methinks that Kendrick now has other people that he may have to worry about, because he pretty much annihilated Drake in the worst ways, according to public opinion, the majority of public's opinion. But Drake ain't gonna let shit slide. And Drake has a lot of people backing him who can't afford to let him go down either. So it's war at this point. And many others are involved. Recent past. Methinks that Kendrick's beef with Drake and a lot of people's beef with Drake with this Six of Pentacles in reverse is a lot of opportunities and bags that Drake stopped for other artists. Just a lot of grimy stuff that he did behind the scenes because he has the ethnic backing to do so. He feels like he's been unfair and has robbed people. Near future, the Devil in reverse. Kendrick could let go of this beef. The both of them can decide to drop it and leave it as is before it gets any nastier. Or Kendrick could release something that is very, 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 very nasty, and it completely separates this beef. It completely ends it and takes it to a new level. And I'll have to clarify to see which one of those it is. Crowning Kendrick is, methinks the conversation about his baby's mama, his wife or baby's mama. And I'll go into detail about why this is crowning him, but she's crowning him. And she's in reverse. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this could be a child that's not his. So Kendrick could feel like that's the only thing that Drake got on me, is that my baby mama does have a baby that ain't mine. Queen of Swords in reverse as Kendrick's current actions. Kendrick could be speaking to a woman who may have some things have happened to her by someone that she has not spoken about or has not made public accusations about. External energy. This is almost like, this is just a lot of tea, old tea, being brought back. Kendrick is digging through Drake's old tea and revealing all Drake's old tea, and Drake is doing or attempting to do the same thing for Kendrick. Hopes and fears. Kendrick hopes that he can capitalize off this moment. He would like to dethrone Drake. Outcome. The Fool in reverse. Young girls. Because this was in Drake's hopes and fears position when I read Drake. This is Kendrick's final outcome. So, young girls. There may be this woman who is now possibly of age but wasn't at the time that she was dealing with Drake. Let's take a look. One second, guys. All right, sorry about that. I had a call. One second. Oop. All right. I want to start in the near future position with this Devil in reverse. The Hermit. This is the Virgo card. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Geminis are also ruled by Mercury. The Hermit. Page of Wands. Three of Swords. Now this beef could be dropped because Kendrick has more things that he can say that are harmful, or more things will be released that are harmful. It seems like someone wants this beef over because it could destroy someone. They don't want women cooperating in this beef. I feel like one of Drake's backers wants him to drop this beef. And I say that because I have a King of Pentacles back here, and I remember seeing him when I did Drake's reading, but it was when I was reading Kendrick's perspective. Somebody wants Drake to let this beef go, and I believe I heard him. I think I haven't listened to any of the diss tracks in their entirety. I have been busy. I only read the blogs and stuff to stay abreast so that I can do these readings and have some form of insight about what's going on. But I did hear someone say that in Drake's last song, he said he was dropping it or he wasn't going to address it again. That's because there's a man of means, a man of money behind Drake. And he wants Drake to not continue to go forward with this because there's some other stuff. Let me look into this Hermit. That gives me Kendrick. Five of Pentacles reverse. Page of Swords. It's almost like someone wants them to communicate with each other and have some kind of ceasefire. Someone wants either them directly or their teams to have a conversation. There's this man. He wants this beef to be done before Kendrick says anything else that's harmful to Drake. And there's a lot of money behind Drake. Somebody's concerned about sexual allegations continuing to be released and new sexual allegations. He thinks they're coming anyways. This has been too big to not ignore. And it's almost like the Diddy situation. Somebody might look at this as an opportunity to get a bag. And not saying that they don't have any validity to what they say, but it's like Diddy. When he's in his power, nobody can say anything because he's powerful, and that's the way it's always been. And it's not that people were, they're lying. It's just that when you're dealing with the gatekeeper and they're so protected, there's really no point in speaking out because you won't get any help until the tides change for that gatekeeper. Then you can try to strike for some kind of justice for an injustice that happened to you that you never would have gotten justice for if the dog wasn't having their day. Me thinks that they're going to come out because Drake is a gatekeeper. He's very powerful. He's one of the gatekeepers. And there are a lot of people that have things that they could be saying about Drake. Lots of people. Let me go to the outcome, the Fool in Reversed. Kendrick. I'm reading Kendrick, not Drake, but the Lovers in Reverse. This is an inappropriate relationship. Four of Wands in reverse. The Sun in reverse. Oh, goodness. This is about a young girl. Young girls, a young girl. I wonder if anybody's going to bring up the Kardashians, and I only said that because when I saw this Four of Wands in reverse, it made me think about a family. And I remember hearing rumors about Drake running through the whole Kardashian family at some point, even Kylie Jenner when she was underage. Now, these are rumors that I have heard in various places online. They're not fact. But that's what that card made me think of. Somebody could cooperate with Kendrick and tell him things, give him information that he can reveal in his beef. They've been waiting on the right opportunity to be heard and believed, because before nobody would have believed their story because everybody's a fan of Drake. So they would have been ignoring that information so that they can continue to celebrate Drake. Unfortunately, though, what's said, somebody feels like it's the right opportunity to let it out because now their story will be heard and believed. That's the outcome for sure. Some family wanted to stay out of this beef. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the Kardashians, but it could be other people. It could just be people who are being brought into this that don't want to, like the Millie Bobby Browns. She doesn't want to be pulled into this. I don't think she does, but there are people who they could have things to say, but I don't know if they necessarily want to be involved. It's like they don't want their business put out online because they're maintaining, and even if that's the case, they found a way to gain from whatever situation it was. It could be that Drake has been dealing with underage girls, but it's a way for them to, maneuver within the industry industry parties. It looks like industry parties or things like that, because here are the 3 cups. Everybody's looking at Drake. We're celebrating Drake, and we're not thinking about that 1 cup that's coming out. We're being fed information now, and it seems, based on my reading, to have some validity. Because this looks like Hollywood parties. And that's where they go. And not just parties, but it's like a circuit. You want to get on in the industry in a major way, you got to go through the circuit. Otherwise, you won't make it to the big leagues, to the 10 of Pentacles. Young girls that Drake has taken advantage of, allegedly. That's what this is. Page of Cups is my young girl. King of Cups in reverse, that's Drake. The Chariot in reverse. Victory by force and aggression. And one person may or may not be wholly in agreement with it, but they go along with it because one person is more powerful than the other and they're trying to achieve something. Let me look at this Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody, Kendrick is talking to a woman who feels like she just wanted to move on and forget that it ever happened, or that she regrets doing it. Kendrick is talking to a woman who has tea about Drake, or he's trying to provoke Drake enough or provoke people enough so they'll look into Drake's inappropriate relationships because he wants people to look into them. 6 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, Kendrick is spilling tea that the fans don't know about or they've overlooked about Drake's history in the industry. He's saying you guys don't understand why we feel this way about Drake, because it's a lot of shit that's been going on behind the scenes, and it has been for a very long time, that, I'm sorry you guys, that you just don't know about, and I'm revealing it in my music. But what he really wanted to get to was Drake's inappropriate relationships, because that's the big kahuna. What is this 6 of Wands challenging you, Kendrick? And then I'm done. He could choose to drop the beef, because there's tea about Kendrick too. I think that domestic stuff, whatever is involving his family unit, that is where his Achilles heel is. And the Empress in reverse, crowning him. It really ain't his baby, I don't think. And that's a secret that was revealed. Okay, that's not his baby. And that part is true. And that's something that Kendrick never wanted to be revealed. So that is Kendrick's L in this beef, is that he was exposed in his Achilles heel, his baby mama, his wife. Because there, allegedly, based on what I just saw in my cards, there seems to be truth about her child, or one of her children, I don't know her or how many kids they got together, not being his. All right, and with that being said, I am going to stop this and then go read Drake again. All right, y'all. Love you. Bye.